Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, King of Dragon Pass, we're doing it. Things are going well. They could always get worse. They could always be better. Let us see what this year holds for us by reflecting on what last year was. Last year, 17 babies were born. We initiate 20 children as adults. The clan has 69 more people. I'll let you reflect on that, everyone at home. Or maybe I won't. 3 more heads of cattle, 1 fewer horse, and 21 more sheep than we did last Sacred Time. We produced 864 and 767 bushels of food. 74 were lost due to spoilage. Our crafters produced 96 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 5 cows worth of goods. We're not making a very good profit after that, but we'll see what we can muster. Proceed. Our God Talkers forecast the next harvest will be a good one. Yay! Some say that they smell the stench of chaos lurking near the tulip. Well, we can fix that. We can certainly fix that. Let us put 2 in the crops, 1 in the herds, 2 in the mysteries, and let's not, well, you know what, 2 in the war. Because I think I'm going to feel like cattle raiding again. This may be a horrible decision, but yeah. That shouldn't stop us from doing things. Our caravan is back. They agreed to trade with us on a regular basis. Yay! Awesome. You've suddenly gotten older. Because of that, this reminds me to look through and see if we got any more youngins. We haven't. This has been rather... No one has died yet. As far as I know. Except that one guy. Who died during a battle. Pretty sure that happened. Pretty sure that happened. We sacrificed 2 in the mysteries. And 2 in the war. I'm going to try and provide a sort of dichotomy this year by sacrificing during seasons that are not good for war and cattle raiding / raiding. I might actually do a full-blown raid. Yeah, that might be pretty exciting. If you know, things are right. If the sacrifices I want happen. If they don't, then I just might stick to cattle raiding. So with that, let's look for, what am I, where is the god I want? Humak. I want his True Sword ritual, quite a lot. Battle Luck is also good. But True Sword there. Weapon Thanes fight with the strength of 2? Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's as awesome as it is, but that's pretty awesome. Now, if we're lucky, we'll get it on the first go. But if you see there, he has a lot. So our chances, and then there's always, you know, other things that are connected to that, like stories and so forth that aren't listed here, but still are solvable through mysteries. Not solvable, but you know what I mean, guys. Hey, look at that! Look at that. Oh, yeah. We're building the shrine right now to that. Alright. Berna, a young woman of the Heron clan, comes to you seeking refuge. My father, Indros, chief of the Herain, insists that I marry a man who dishonored me. So I'm not as foolish a man that I choose my husband, but I will not wed a man who should be outlawed. Will you protect me from this unjust marriage? Okay, art. Thinking man is thinking. Judgy woman seems like she's judging. It's mainly the wrist on hip. I wouldn't say hand on hip, but hand on hip is more like an open hand on the hip. This is a different type of hip. Hand on hip says something, but wrist on hip is more expressive in a way. Now that I've ranted for about 30 seconds about the difference between a hand and a wrist on a hip, I'm going to just, ask you guys what you think. The girl is right. The fact that her suitor has dishonored her outweighs. The clan's right to choose her groom. Her clan will be slighted if we aid her, and obligated to us if we return her to them. The Heron clan is prosperous. It would be bad to jeopardize our chance of trading with them. If it comes to a feud, we can beat them. Herrigan, it doesn't matter. Okay. Hinvar Hamatskin dishonored the daughter of Adves Hardmouth to avoid a feud. He married the girl to Hamatskin and thereby caused a worse feud with Clan Demansy, which sheltered her. Very important. She is of high rank, who deserves a groom of equal rank. There is something behind that girl's eyes I quite admire. You would certainly try and take advantage of that, wouldn't you? Now, I'm going to kind of do something I normally don't do when I'm playing. And I'm going to side with the more traditional thing, which is not to have our clan get involved. And we're going to return her to her father. Why am I going to do this? Because sending her on her way might be bad, as in she just might go to a different clan and they might blame us just as much. Or, she might get killed or something and then we'll be blamed in that. If we take her back to her father, his clan was grateful for the respect we showed them and gave us fine silver toque as a token of their gratitude. That was nice of them. Look at all those goods. It's fire season. I promised everyone that I would do at least a cattle raid. And I'm going to fix our patrols before we do that. Cattle raid. Who are going to cattle raid? Our enemies, of course. What am I going to do? I am going to decrease the amount of footmen, but keep the level even here. You know why? I'm not going to do that. No, that's silly. Cattle raid. Nope. They fought off an attack by the Praxians. Their patrols had scared off their raiders and were looking for someone else to fight. And the Lysings are here. It was a cattle raid. Let's kill as many as possible, because no one steals our cows. Let's not let's throw magic. Throw 2 magic. Because it's a cattle raid. Yeah. No one takes our cows. No one takes our cows. No one. Starting this year. They'll probably still happen. A lot. But we took 4 horses. What? Praxians? Praxians. Praxians. These are Praxians. Do you see that? That's a zebra. He's firing a bow from a zebra. And that's probably a buffalo. We're being raided by the Praxians. There's 153 of them, all mounted. Luckily, our patrols have spotted them. All 22 weapon thanes. Yiddies are our enemies. We cannot lose to them. I'm going to put half of my magic into this and charge. Or maneuver. Maneuver. I'm going to maneuver. Yes. 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 No Praxian shall go here. We drove them from the battlefield, striking them down as they fled. That is satisfying. This is also a very nice thing here. I didn't realize the artwork, how cool it was on this side. Look at his eyes. He's definitely been impaled by a spear. Alright. Alright. Yeah, Praxians. None of that. But because we're being attacked by Praxians now, apparently, I'm just going to do another cattle raid. And I'm not going to do it against the Blanche. I'm going to, Can I? They just raid at me. Cattle raid at me, rather. Aha! Oh, eagles. I should probably make a friendship with them, because I really don't care about fighting them all that much. We're slightly outnumbered. Let's maneuver. Sacrifice to you. Throw in a magic point. Oh, okay. The eagles attacked us while we were still sacrificing. Their charge hit us before we could reach advantageous ground. The eagles had a powerful Orlanthe hero poster whose abilities may drive you from the field. His name is Kunshele. It's probably not how you pronounce it, but screw it. That's what I'm going to do. He fights like a demon. Whenever seriously threatened, he vaults in the air and flies to attack someone weaker. By fighting through the enemy weapon things, Satar has come close to him, perhaps close enough to cut him down. What should he do? You are my combat leader. I can also do a resurrection if you die, but that's not always great. Leadership is fair. Combat is excellent. Oh. He seemed like he just likes jumping around and vaulting the air and doing things. Challenge him to single combat. Kunshe swooped down, meaning to gut him with a sword. Satar leapt sideways past the eagle's thrust and slipped a blow home so quickly that none of us saw it. Kunshe cursed and tried to regain the air, but he had only flown 5 feet when Satar spun him back to the earth with a two-handed blow. Yes! Yes, and 4 more horses. Good job, Satar. Oh, this event. Art, before I forget, because art. Okay, we're done with art. A wounded warrior stumbles desperately into the clan hall, an arm outstretched in a silent plea for help. From the symbols he wears, you recognize him as a holy warrior of the Uroks of the Stormbold. He says he was ambushed by Chaos worshippers. After you tend him, what do you do? We're going to ask you first, because good job in that battle. I can't believe we're even discussing this. Of course we help him. Anyone who thinks different needs some sense knocked into them. No, I picked him first because I kind of knew what he would say, and he's dependable, as a bull. Because, well, he worships Urok's kind of a more holy god. Anyway, yes. Stormbulls are not exactly lawless, but most of them feel that the rules are for other people. King Harald once said that one needs Stormbulls often and needs them to be somewhere else. Stormbulls are brother to Orlanth. He's the bad wind, he's the smitter of chaos, and the breaker of furniture. Stormbulls are not exactly lawless, but okay. We have no kinstrife here and no signs of chaos. Although we did kind of sort of get a warning from the gods that chaos would abound on our grounds. So it might behoove us to kind of, sort of, you know, and you tricky trickster, think we should let him stay. He's the breaker of furniture. Let us heal him and lend him warriors to fight against chaos. How many warriors will you loan to him? All of them. Why? Because I'm dumb. A few weeks later, our warriors returned. They said that they had found nothing, and the Stormbull had grown bored and wandered off. Some of them doubted that those who wounded him were indeed chaos worshippers. They were probably right, but with the prophecy I got earlier this year, I wasn't going to play around with it. It's Earth Season. Earth Season, Earth Season, Earth Season. This means it is a time to sacrifice. And since Humakt who's cool enough to give us True Sword, I'm also going... That means I feel, yeah, pretty good about that in general. You know, that means I should probably build something to Asari's. What do I want from him? I would like to have... What does market do? Market. Improves the profit of our market. Perhaps I should just do a Marangor and do an Earthblood thing, because Earthblood is pretty cool. The more people that die in our fields, the better the fertility of our fields. Only confused visions. That's okay. Horse spawn! Ah, horse spawn. Here's Art. Okay, Art. We are being raided by the horse spawn. There is a bunch of them. But our patrol spotted them, so there's a bunch of us. Let's throw 2 magic into this. Kill as many as possible. Or drive them off. Let's just drive them off. I'm not particularly interested in killing all of the horse spawn. We'll maneuver. Although the horse spawn tried to hold us off with missile fire, we maneuvered well and fell on their flanks. Our forces engaged with the horse spawn. Satar notices that a detachment of riders is trying to sneak completely around and get us from behind. What should he do? Try to drive them off. Does he? Your leadership is really, really terrible, isn't it? It's fair, which is terrible. So charge immediately with whoever is nearby. The horse spawn leader pulled out a flaming arrow and shot Satar in the stomach. Oh no. After a brief engagement with the horse spawn galloped away towards our settlement, magic gleaming from hooves. From their steeds, the riders used magical and natural fires to burn down part of our defenses. But we won! And captured 36 horses. Jesus. Satar is probably wounded. Maybe dead. Wounded. Good, just wounded. I could deal with that. It's also Earth season still. They raided us during Earth season. They're terrible, terrible people. More weapon things. Junkus, a Thane from Jesse clan, comes to ask you to make good on a favor you owe his people. We ask that you gift us 15 cows in retrieve for consideration. We have paid your clan in the past, in recognition of the goodwill between us, he says. Yeah, he's asking pretty low, on the low side. There's the art, by the way. For that. And, we'll give him what he wants, because he's being really, really, he's lowballing that. Yeah. Crops did very well this year. Look at all that food. How many of your weapon things are wounded? Only 2. It's dark season. We don't have as much magic as we did before. That's sad. But understandable. Considering that we've used it, and we've used it well. Let's go and sacrifice the Tonoroy for healing. And then I will build a healing, I will make it so healing is also something that we can support. Oh, this event. Art. Alright. Yes, sir, a small steadholder accuses Sarani, the neighbor from the Wolf Clan, of moving the boundary stones between their pastures. Sarani denies this and complains that Yoster is trying to use the clan chief to steal from him. Difficult to say. This matters little to the prosperity of the clan. There's much personal anonymity between the dispute. Each party is more interested in being proved right than winning a clear title to the land. Violence is always an option. Once there is a boundary dispute between Batar and Emerald, Emerald solved the problem by getting them drunk and then moving all the boundary stones into the valley. The Everstar is clearly in the wrong here. Told them to resolve the dispute by arm wrestling. The two refused even to talk with each other, much less sit down together for an arm wrestling contest. Aw, man, that's always the best way to solve that. Let's not threaten someone from a different clan. That's a bad idea. Tell him to drop his claim. He grudgingly agreed. Success! Success through grudgingness. Hey, look, you're back to full health again. Good job. We'll work on that. Work on that next year. Yeah. I'm going to do... No, not that. That's bad. That's terrible. 15, 12. That seems a little balanced. Cattle raid. We're going to cattle raid them. We failed. Yeah, we failed. Survival, evade. Okay, nobody died. We have sent no emissaries to other clans in quite some time. You're right. You are very right. You're right. Should we build an alliance with someone? You know what we should do? We should make the Eagles hate us less, and so they would less likely raid us. Because I don't need any more enemies. Do we? Do we, guys? No. Not until we kill the Blanche. No, we're still pretty sure that, yeah, Eagles. We're going to send you out because, well, yeah, let's do that. And, give gifts, you know, be nice. Yeah, I like being nice. Being nice is good. We'll give them, like, 10 horses and, you know, 6 goods and... 6 goods. And, you know, 18 food. No, 12 food. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. They extravagantly praised our gifts and toasted us in the feasting hall. We toasted him, but us through him. And they were drinking far into the night and sing many rousing songs. I believe they're now favorably disposed to us. Its wars harden the farm as it takes away them from the fields, and many of them never return. Our herders report the wildcat stole 33 cows from us in a cattle raid. They were gone before our patrols could reach them. We could ill afford the loss. And now we're being raided by them. But we spotted them. Yeah. No one steals our cows. No one steals my anything. Yeah. We rushed the Blanche formation while they were still sacrificing their gods. Only she catches a glimpse of his friend Donnerus confronting enemy weapon things. They are too far away for anything to intervene. And another second, Donnerus falls, bleeding from many wounds. The Blanchy things disappear in the melee. What should he do? Lead our warriors to victory. We were unbeatable, according to the last line. Oh wow, we really, really cut into them. They cut into us. We captured 7 horses, though. Aww. Aww, we lost a trading partner. Well, that was another year, everyone, and things are starting to look a little bit better. Look at all that food we produced. I'll read it off to you next year. Oh goodness, all those babies. Anyway, next year. I will see you all then. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're having fun with this, because I certainly am. See you next time.